me so much, and I don't feel the same. I don't feel that way. You miss me so much, and I can't go with how I was feeling.
So this is episode 2 of the Goldenboy podcast. I'm the Goldenboy, of course. This is my girlfriend Donica.
It's D.
It's D. Okay. This is Arod.
Arod.
What do you do?
I produce, engineer. I used to rap, but do it all trying to get in it all, you know?
Got you. Josh, what do you do?
I'm a videographer, music director. Follow me at Joshua_D Hall on Instagram. And yeah, actually I do a little bit more, but I want to get into that later.
Yeah.
At Arod this official.
Alright,
Follow.
perfect. So pretty much like what this episode is going to be about is we're going to get everyone's different perspective on how they got into the industry and how they pretty much
Do what they do.
yeah, how everyone like does what they do and how they do it and how everyone around them reacts to it. So I want to start with Donica and then just work our way down.
Alright, sound good?
So yeah, start with
What am I
you.
gonna say?
So
Okay.
wait. So I'm gonna like ask you questions. We're gonna break it down.
Okay.
Ever since I've gotten into the industry, how did you like react to it? Like since day one. Like was it a lot for you to deal with, sacrifice time, all of that? Like what was your reaction to it?
Well, it was gradual. It wasn't like you just were busy 24/7 because you started off little. You were first getting connects on Instagram and in person, and then you started signing artists, working with people in person. That started taking time out of your day,
Yeah.
And then I guess as time went on, you just got busier and busier. And that's really my perspective, just you being busy.
How do you think that like other people can like that deal with it? How do you think that they like react to it, and like how do you think that how can you like make it like livable? How can you make it suitable? Like sacrificing all that time for just like success.
Patience.
You're
Have a lot
really
of patience. Should I look at you in the camera?
I don't know what to look at either.
Camera.
Okay, so
Camera.
If you're talking to someone, talk to them. But if you're looking at if you're talking to the people, talk to the people.
okay,
Oh,
I got
okay.
you. Okay, so, well, for me, it required a lot of patience because you were always busy, and that changed a lot of the dynamics in our relationship because we're always together, and then it went to you being out all the time, having to do stuff, having to go meet with people, whether it was going to a session, recording, doing a photo shoot, whatever it was. I had to be patient and just wait for you to do your thing, and then also like keep yourself busy. Ladies, I don't know whoever I'm speaking to, ladies, gentlemen, like if your partner's in the industry, keep yourself busy, because if you're not busy, then it's just, I don't know, you
Just
should be
holding that
balanced.
person up.
Yeah,
It's like
not so much holding that
nerve-wracking.
person up, but you're gonna waste a lot of your own time, and you're gonna feel neglected, and you don't want to put pressure on your partner when they're trying to work hard and get to where they want to be in the industry. So
That's a gem.
yeah.
That was
That's
jam.
Super
Note
jam.
that.
yeah, that's
Damn,
my
like, for
part
real.
I
on.
was thinking that.
Okay. I think that was perfect. That's exactly like what I
That
wanted you
was.
to do.
Yay.
All right, so A-Rod, you're next.
Yeah, this official.
How did you start producing? How did you even get into music? And when?
Honestly, weed got me into music. This was around like 2013, 2012, 2013.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just listening to a lot of Wiz, and for some reason, like just one day, like I was getting ready to go to the high school football game.
Yeah.
And I just whipped out my iPod and I just started writing. And then from there, I just started rapping, just started doing engineering and stuff like that and learning. And then from there, I didn't want so much of the spotlight. So I got into producing and from there, it was just history.
Got you. And then how do you how did you learn the business side of producing?
With time, basically, asking people and just pretty much you just got to go through it. It's just trial and error. Basically, just like trying to sell my beats and stuff like that, and just learning from there, just trying to pick it up, and asking other producers for for tips and what they know.
So you just learn basically just off of each person's experience and just applied it
exactly
to yourself.
Exactly, because that's what everything is. When you get into something, you gotta you figure it out through people that want to do the same thing.
Exactly.
So,
people you kind of look up to, people you want to not mimic, but
people that are doing the same thing that I'm doing.
Ahead of you.
Yeah,
exactly.
Influences.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Josh, how did you pretty much start making videos and why?
Oh Lord, Jetson made another one. Walked in, Bentley truck crawling, Gucci sweatsuit. Yeah, they thought I was jogging. I'm taking the front end, the back end, the racks in. Nigga, fuck your plug. He texting, we whacking. Bitch, I'm ballin' out.
Okay, I'm gonna go deep.
Yeah, go deep.
Because why not? It's a podcast. Y'all get to know. So, it all started when you first hit me up about doing a podcast, which is this podcast that we're talking about right now.
Finally doing it.
We're finally doing it. But yeah, it was this podcast. He hit me up about January 2018, probably December 2017, something like that. And we've been friends all through high school. So he known about what I like and what he likes and all that. So he knew I was into hip hop like that. But back then, back during high school, I used to play Call of Duty a lot. I would make Call of Duty videos, and I kind of got big in the scene. So I would make videos, and I'd get feedback from it, and I'd get good feedback from it. And I found out that my passion was when he hit me up about doing a hip hop podcast. I was trying to think what would be happy, what would make me happy, because I didn't know what kind of career I'd want right now. So I was like, what would make me happy? I like hip hop. I like making content and getting good feedback from people. So I kind of just figured out I could probably do music videos and kind of started slow. Me and him, he hit up each other about the hip hop podcast.
Yeah.
And went to Buffalo Wings and Rings. And ended up doing a little meet and talking about what we wanted for the future. That was the start of it.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that too.
I didn't have a car back then.
He didn't have a car back then. I had to pick him up everywhere we went. So it was a struggle. But he started out like that and picked him up. Went to Buffalo Wings and Rings, talked about it, talked about the future. And then a month later, February, I ended up getting the camera. And I worked with this guy at my job. I work at a restaurant, and I work with this guy that is also a rapper. So I told him, I was like, yo, I want to do music videos. I was like, yo, can you send me some of your clips from one of your previous music videos, kind of re-edit them, and try to work with them, try to learn, And then I ended up getting the camera. I was like, yo, let's just shoot another music video. I'll just do it for whatever and try to work on it. So we ended up shooting a music video, and I just watched YouTube constantly, looking up different tutorials, watching different other music videos, getting inspiration from those, trying to look up tutorials on how to do that stuff. And so I did the Tristan one, and me and him, we made a hip-hop media company together called Vocal Vendetta.
Yep.
That we would post on my YouTube channel from when I had Call of Duty gaming videos. Now I have music videos that we posted. We post the first music video on there, and together we were going to post hip-hop music videos, podcasts. We still are doing this, but hip-hop music videos, podcasts, vlogs for whenever we go to trips or whatever, go to shows or whatever. And
it's another thing that we do. We go to a bunch of shows together.
Yeah.
Sometimes we can vlog it or even do a recap, but we can't always bring the camera into the events, or sometimes we would even get backstage. But I remember the X one we did. Bro,
yeah,
that was lit.
Yeah, that one's almost 9K right now.
That was a Rolling Loud one, right?
Nah, it was a Skins.
His Skins album release party.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we all three ended up getting media passes, and I went through and made a YouTube video out of it, the full recap, and that's one of my biggest videos on my channel so far.
Yeah. Shout out, Yes Jules. Shout out
Yes Jules. Shout out 1AM for that.
That was fun.
So on top of that, we made YouTube videos. We were gonna plan on doing the podcast here. We ended up doing one. I didn't even record it.
Khalid.
Khalid, shout out Khalid.
Shout
he
out
recorded it with Ryder Johnson. This is the first episode.
Shout out Ryder, for real.
So this is the second episode now, and the Goldenboy podcast. So we actually months later ended up doing this.
Yep.
And this time, shout out Savvy behind the camera. I'm not even recording this one.
Back.
So Savvy's the one
Savvy
recording this
visuals.
one too. Savvy visuals. Follow him.
Best photographer in this area.
That's straight.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But
Honestly.
yeah, so after that I started recording videos at the time, posting them on Instagram, slowly kind of getting like a little bit of a feedback from him. Jonathan helped me find artists because we would be a team. He managed me at the time. Well, he still manages me.
Yeah.
But I was his first artist, or not artist, but I was his first person that he managed.
First person I managed, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I make art, if you call it that, but yeah.
Yeah,
It is art.
It is, yeah, it's art.
It's
It's definitely art.
Alright, but yeah, I make art, I guess. So yeah, I was his first.
I guess you do, bro.
Alright, I do. I'll own up to it, I do. But yeah, so he manages me. So he would basically find artists for me to work with. We would both talk about music constantly.
Yeah.
And
then I would just like help you like whatever way possible like with the shoot.
Yeah.
So that's like me getting like
Exactly.
behind the scenes content or just like holding like a light. Just
I would bring him
anything.
to every single shoot. I'd bring Donica and Jonathan basically every single shoot
Yeah.
I have. And I wouldn't have
team.
I don't have a team, so
This is
they
the
are
team.
my team.
Yeah.
So
For real.
For real.
so I would always have my camera, and I would sometimes need someone to hold the speaker. I'd be like, yo, Jonathan.
Yeah, that too.
And I'd have my LED light sometimes. I'd be like, hey, I can't hold all my stuff in one hand. Like, can you help me out real quick? And he would always help me out in the background. He would always be the one getting behind the scenes boomerangs, so promote it on Instagram so other people can see it and get behind the scenes.
That was the first thing that we did when we first started. We just like established like a name for like
what
like
we
a
are.
brand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, and worked from that.
Yeah, and that's how it pretty much just started.
And then we also got on the Instagram side of it and started making like a
Connections.
news kind of company as well.
Yeah.
On top of that, and we also made connections. So we kind of started hitting up all the artists in the area. They knew who we were. We knew who they were. They kind of messed with us. We messed with them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of mutual respect. And then everyone kind of messes with us and reaches out for videos, and reach out for artwork because he's also a graphic designer.
Promotion.
PR work, promotion,
Yeah.
all that.
It's about everything.
And yeah, so that's where we are now. Just constant. Now we got the studio.
Yeah,
that
that's
we're in
another
right
thing
now.
that we tapped into, like with Hicks
Yeah.
and Arod. Just
Mhm.
we wanted to be like more for the community and like help out all the artists and anyone that's making a difference here, like within entertainment. So that's why we pretty much came to the studio. And so now I want to talk to everybody about like their influences. So who like influenced you like with videos?
There's a lot of people. Cole Bennett being number one. That's like first for probably most
Shout out Lyrical
videographers.
Lemonade.
Lyrical Lemonade, yeah,
Shout
big
out
brand.
Lyrical Lemonade.
Check out the shirt.
Hey.
I got the same thing too. I got the same
Biggest
shirt.
influence in the world.
We got the same exact shirt. Didn't even know we bought it at the same time, but yeah, we did.
Yeah. So
And the
Cole.
lemonade.
So yeah, Cole Bennett,
Yeah, Lemonade's fire.
Lone Wolf as well. Shout out Lone Wolf.
Shout
for
out
putting
Lone Wolf.
His artist as well.
For real, he added my artist to his playlist.
Yeah, shout out Lone Wolf.
That's
The
real.
newspaper transitions. It's revolutionary
For
as
real.
well. Young Tada, Lil Mosey's videographer. Not his directly, but that's how most people know him. He snaps with all of his videos.
Always.
Other little people that when I first started, Water Whipping Evan got a shot. Shoots a lot of YB and the Mirrors
Yeah, I was gonna say he
videos.
shot that.
Nicholas
He's
Jandora
fire.
guy shoots a lot of Little Skies videos.
He's
Big
fire,
inspiration to me. And that's all I can think of off the top of my head right now. I'm sure there's plenty more, but
Yeah,
you know.
For me, producing wise, like ATL Jacob, he's going crazy. Yeah, DJ Chop Squad,
Chop Squad. fire.
Sizzle,
Of course.
and other like not producing wise, like what influenced me with my music a lot too was pretty much like my town. Like
Yeah.
I didn't really see anyone really doing much or like putting their all like 100% into something or like really had a dream. Like people had their dreams, but it was like kind of like 50-50 like going for their dream, you know, like, and I just wanted to be that one, like to just go hard. Like I want to be able to create opportunities and just like just be an influence on everyone else, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Same
So,
with me.
yeah, that pretty much like a lot on the town, just basically just seeing everyone coming up. I just wanted to do something different.
You know what's crazy?
What?
Low key, like what you and Hish were doing, like early on, like in high school,
Yeah.
like seeing what y'all were doing, like how y'all like were dropping songs on SoundCloud.
Mm-hmm.
that inspired me.
Yeah, when you first told me that, bro, I was like, damn, like, damn, that shit, like, you surprised me. Like, I was just like, damn, I didn't, like, realize, like, that's my goal to inspire.
Yeah.
But when you told me that, I was just like, damn, okay, it's working. It's working.
Same with me. Like, I saw, like, with everything that I do, I just want to inspire.
Yeah.
But we gonna wrap this up, though. So, it was nice doing this.
Peace.
Peace, everybody.
Is that how we end it?
Yeah.
Peace, everyone.
That's just how we gonna end it.
It's me so much, and I don't.
Hold up.
Where's my phone, bro? We need to be talking this.
Good thing I clipped my nails the other day. I feel like they would have saw that and been like, yo, he didn't even cut his nails.